Hello, I'm Kevin Pekaranen. I am a fourth year math teacher at Fayette High School, and when we're talking about rural districts, that is what Fayette is. It's a small rural district. I have about 180 students in the high school, 9 through 12. And my experience with being a teacher, I feel like I've noticed in my 4 years that a lot of the stuff we do has to do with, focusing on a small group of students. And unfortunately, a lot of times that group of students is the students that don't want to be at school. So we have a lot of staff meetings, a lot of policies, a lot of initiatives. All right, how do we get these students to school? Or, how do we get these students who are failing their classes to, get D minuses? I understand that graduation rates and attendance rates are very important for our school, but at the same time, part of me is like, we're focusing so much on a small group of students who don't really care too much about their education. I want to focus on everyone. What can I do for the students that want to go to college, want to get a good career, want to learn skills, they want to become productive members of society? And so I constantly have that challenge with myself, what can I do for all my students? Last year, my administrator told me that he wanted to start a computer science program, and he told me that he wanted me to head it. And, not really having a computer science background, I didn't know where to go, but I was like, yes, let's do it. This is my chance where not only can I reach, students that are rural or students that, need the enrichment, I can reach all the students. I can give students a chance to learn computational thinking skills. I can give students opportunity to learn about new jobs and careers that they didn't know exist. So I was like, let's do this. But I didn't know where to start, like I said. I didn't know anything about curriculum or lesson plans or what language to teach. I didn't know anything really about computer science. And then a friend of mine referred me to CodeHS. And I looked at the website and I was like, yes, this is what I have to go with. I checked out the website. The curriculum had everything. It had lesson plans, video tutorials, summative assessments, formative assessments, handouts, quizzes. It had, not to mention the ongoing PD for me through them and their assistants. I was like, this is what I have to do. This is going to be my chance to give to all the students, because it doesn't matter the capabilities of my students in my class. Being able to teach them computer science with CodeHS, all of my students are able to excel. Here's some quotes from my students in my class. One student said, "Without this class, I could have never learned about JavaScript or coding. It is important to be well-rounded and to have many skills. Computer science is one thing that the majority of people do not know a lot about, and I can say that I do. CodeHS provides material that I actually enjoy learning and is something different and exciting every day. When I figure out challenging problems, it gives me a sense of accomplishment. Computer science gives a little more freedom. Computer science is actually something I want to learn. It is a bit different learning style and is a bit more challenging for me, which is better." As you can tell, all of my students this year, they love CodeHS, they love computer science. And if it wasn't for the curriculum through CodeHS, I don't know where I would be right now with my computer science program that I'm trying to start. And I see CodeHS as definitely a cornerstone of what's going to start to be a very good computer science program at Fayette. So I'm very thankful for Jeremy and CodeHS.
All right. Go back.
Hello, I'm Roberta Carson, and I'm the Mid-Missouri Director of Missouri Career Pathways. It is an initiative of the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education in this department, in the state. I look at my job through the lens of rural schools. Nearly 30% of Missouri students attend rural schools, and the school is a source of pride and identity for these small towns. They value their students because their students are the economic future of that town. It will either decline or thrive. I really appreciate Kevin because he has brought coding to my hometown. I grew up in Fayette, so I realize the significance of what he is doing. Fayette High School has participated in the Missouri Career Pathways teacher externships. So they have gone and they have externed and visited industries. They have learned what 21st century skills are needed for their students, and they have incorporated those into the classroom. They have promoted career pathways, and those pathways include IT. Now, it's a tall order to teach IT in a rural area. Rural kids are surrounded by farmland. They don't see brick and mortar industries or IT companies. So getting that idea across is difficult. but it is still very important. Tight budgets, the lack of teachers that are trained or in some cases willing to take on a job like Kevin has, and the small number of students in these schools are other obstacles. Rural teachers like Kevin are changing that landscape though, because he's offering coding. He is introducing the CS concepts by building on what is familiar to these kids. All kids, rural or urban or suburban, love apps. They are consumers of apps and video games, but they deserve to become the creators of those. Kevin's students now have the opportunity to learn an essential skill and look and explore careers that use those skills. So I appreciate what he is doing. Thank you.
Okay, how many people here live in Missouri? Okay, great. So I think for the people in Missouri, you're really going to like what we have coming up. So I'm really excited to be here on stage with Kevin and Roberta because I think it represents a lot of the best path forward in terms of CSforAll. Kevin being a math teacher turned computer science teacher, and Roberta being from the Department of Education, sort of represents that what we need to go and bring in passionate and curious teachers who are going to go and teach computer science and also get the support from the school administrators, district administrators, and state administrators who are going to go and support them. So my name is Jeremy Kishin, and I am the CEO and co-founder at CodeHS. And so what CodeHS is CodeHS is a comprehensive platform for helping schools teach computer science. What we provide is 6th through 12th grade curriculum, which is free. We provide professional development, and we provide lots of teacher tools, teacher supports, and a full customizable software platform. Okay, so I think what our role is at CodeHS is we're really providing tools, software, and resources to help enable teachers and schools to go and teach computer science. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be the teachers that are the ones bringing computer science to students. So all of us have a different role to play. I think for us, we want to go and enable teachers. So to just show what we're doing with CodeHS and how we think we can help fit in that picture. So at a 2016 CSforAll event at CodeHS, we committed to building a 4-year computer science curriculum pathway and reaching 500,000 students over the next 3 years. And we were able to do that and a lot more a lot earlier. So now, not only do we have a full 4-year computer science curriculum, we have a 6th through 12th grade free computer science curriculum with over 10 years of curriculum for middle school and high school students. And we now are reaching over 500,000 students in 2017, 2 years earlier than we thought, and we have twice the number of teachers using CodeHS as we did last year. So we're having a big impact just in terms of the scale of students that we're reaching. So, yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. So what I want to do now is introduce our new commitment. So there's a few different things that we're excited to announce and share today. So first, we're introducing a few new courses that we're super excited to launch, and these complement and build on to our existing curriculum. So we've introduced a course for coding with virtual reality. We've introduced a computer science courses in Spanish geared for English language learners. And coming next summer, we're introducing new advanced professional development courses for teachers who've already taken the first year of professional development. And this one we're super excited about. So you can now, on CodeHS, build real native mobile apps. If you have a cell phone, I know everyone does, you can scan this QR code. We'll see if it works. But what this lets you do is basically any student who comes to CodeHS who writes a program in JavaScript, that JavaScript program can now be a real native app that can get submitted to the App Store or to the Google Play Store. So we're really excited to see what teachers or what students go and build with that, and hopefully by the end of the year we're seeing lots of different creative apps. But the idea for us is that there's an easy on-ramp for students, but anything they build on the web, it runs on their phone as a native mobile app. So you can go and download those apps on the App Store at codehs.com/apps or using this QR code. Okay, but our main thing that we're excited to announce, which I'm super excited about, is a new initiative, and it's called Code Missouri. So Code Missouri is building on a number of the things that Kevin and Roberta mentioned. And what Code Missouri is it's an initiative to expand opportunities in computer science education to rural communities. And so the way that it works is basically if you're a district who's in a rural community in Missouri, you can apply to this program, and what we'll provide to you for free is free professional development, free support, free implementation, full CodeHS Pro accounts. And the requirement to apply is that there's a district administrator who's on board and that there is a teacher who's excited and on board. So we want to make sure that there's top-down and bottom-up support, and we'll go and help you implement the computer science in your school. So if you want to learn more and apply, you can go and pull up the site, codemissouri.com, and this application is available for rural districts in Missouri. So if you're at a rural school district or you know someone who is, please feel free to share with them. And the thing that I want to encourage is if you're a district or a teacher who's feeling tentative, please apply. We know that a lot of teachers who are getting into this and a lot of teachers in schools we hope to bring in are teachers who they're not sure if it's for them. They don't know if they have the background to do it. The big parts of this program that we provide are the support and the professional development. So the professional development can be done virtually, which means that if you're in a rural community, that won't be a barrier. So very excited. Please check it out, codemissouri.com. So I think for us, all of us working for CS4All, we have to remember that, you know, a lot of the rural communities have been left out of the major initiatives, and we need to think about how we go and adapt all of the initiatives we're doing for them. So thank you.